So Andrew Wolnez thinks it's okay to commit felonies against me, and call me a pedophile is his excuse. See, this is why the courts need to allow all victims the right to defend themselves, to face their accusers, and to show evidence. It's not okay to infer that somebody is schizophrenic just because you don't want to do your fucking job. Also, we got to make this more. Is Andrew Wolnez a pedophile? I don't fucking know. I didn't call him a pedophile because he molested me. I called him a pedophile because he was telling other people I'm a pedophile, trying to get them to excuse his horrible behaviors. See, the problem here isn't that I didn't try to get help. It's that I have to rely on women, and no woman gives a shit if a man's being abused in reality. Courtney here at the library has gotten to see evidence of abuse against me. Same thing with Marissa. Tried showing it to Dawn and David. Doesn't matter, does it? Now let's call Kimberly from Disability Determination Services. Oh wait, I already did that. And now we have to talk to the managers and discuss how inappropriate their actions are. They make it impossible to know what to do or where to go or who to call. No matter who you call, you're calling the wrong place. That's not the victim's fault that they make it impossible to turn in a fucking crime.
Calling Disability Determination Services. If you know your party's extension, you may dial it now. Please note this call may be monitored or recorded for quality assurance.
Oh, it's for surely being recorded.
The Social Security Act allows us to collect the information you provide, which we will use to help in deciding your claim. Providing this information is voluntary, but not providing such may prevent a timely and accurate decision on your claim. As law permits, we may disclose your information for routine uses in our electronic disability claim folder system of records noted. All available at www.ssa.gov/privacy. You may locate a full Privacy Act statement on SSA forms received in the mail, which is also available at www.ssa.gov/forms. To continue to hear this message in English, please press 1. Para español, oprima número 2. Wait while I transfer your call.
If you know your disability case ID number, enter it now, followed by the pound sign. Or please wait to connect to the next available team member.
You have reached Oregon Disability Determination Services. In order to better serve you, please have your claim number or your Social Security number available. Please note this call may be monitored or recorded for quality assurance. Thank you for holding. Please remain on the line for the next available agent. Your call will be answered in the order it was received. remain on the line for the next available agent. Your call will be answered in the order it was received. Thank you for holding. Please remain on the line for the next available agent. Your call will be answered in the order it was received. Thank you for holding. Please remain on the line for the next available agent. Your call will be answered in the order it was received. Thank you for holding. Please remain on the line for the next available agent. Your call will be answered in the order it was received. Thank you for holding. Please remain on the line for the next available agent. Your call will be answered in the order it was received.
I've been here an hour and a half now. Only have an hour and a half left. Title II of the ADA prohibits discrimination against people with disabilities in
Thank
state
you
and
for
local.
holding. Please remain on the line for the next available agent. Your call will be answered in the order it was received. the line for the next available agent. Your call will be answered in the order it was received.
Oh,
Disability Determination Services, are you calling on your claim?
yes, ma'am. A little bit, but I'm also calling to complain about Kimberly.
Okay.
Do you have a manager or a supervisor there?
I could definitely go ahead and reach out to someone. Can I please have your social security number?
Yes, ma'am. Give me just one moment. It is Sean Schwartz,
Can I have your date of birth?
October 18th, 1980.
Can I get your mailing address?
My last mailing address was P.O. Box 701, Tillamook, Oregon.
Yes, that is the one we have. And the number you're calling on is not the one that we have on file. Do you recall? Wait a minute, I'm sorry, no, that's incorrect. We do have that number on file. Okay. The number on file is not a good contact number.
This is the contact number you should get a hold of me on because the other number is broken, but I can tell you the other phone number.
No, this is the number we have, sorry.
All right.
I looked at it wrong, but yes, this is the number we have. And you're just calling to, we do have a supervisor for Kimberly. Would you like to speak with them?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And Petra is the name of the manager. If she's not available, just go ahead and leave her a voicemail. She'll get back to you, okay?
Did you say Petra?
Yeah, that is her name. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I met one other lady named Petra, so I figured I'd ask.
All right. Well,
If she's not there, I'm going to need to call back.
you'll need to call back?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. If she's not there, I'll come back on the line then, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, so, John, she's not available, and I'm looking through my list at the moment to see if any of my other managers are available. And it does look like they're in a meeting at the moment. Is there any way that you would be able to call back in about an hour or two? I believe that they'll be available then.
Well, this is really important. I don't have very much time, and I've been making these calls for 7 years. The problem here, and I'm hoping that you can write this down on a piece of paper, something. I've needed my disability determination paperwork for the last 7 years. I'm getting railroaded everywhere I go. I can't go to any of the places that are supposed to help disabled people without that determination paperwork, and I'm being railroaded left, right, and center. I can't take it to court if I don't have it. Now, with being forced into homelessness over crimes I didn't commit and being victimized literally every single day, it is very difficult for me to do anything for myself. When I told Kimberly, I was explaining to her that I need that determination paperwork. I don't have the ability to do these things for myself. I can't function because of the abuse. She said, well, all you have to do is go to Warrenton and pick it up there. Well, it's literally not that easy. I don't have the money to do that. I don't have anybody that I can ask that'll give me a ride there. I have stuff that is coming up that literally this paperwork about me having autism is super important. The same thing with the PTSD, because without that paperwork, all of my predators, literally every single one of them, uses the word mentally ill to infer that I'm schizophrenic and delusional. Do you have any idea what it's like to be victimized year after year after year because you're not able to get the most simple paperwork? I've been forced into homelessness, so I have to depend on other people in order to even receive mail. I've had to stay with drug dealers and drug addicts and violent alcoholics to try to wait out the abuse there long enough to be able to get mail there so that I can actually get this piece of paper from disability determination so that I can show that I have autism, so that they will actually acknowledge my rights instead of letting people beat on me and call me mentally ill as their excuse. People pretend that I'm a child molester and a rapist and a murderer because I'm autistic and different. My best friend got shot in the head. I still have people who assault me to this day over that. Meanwhile, I'm not the one that shot her in the head. Her and her friends made my life a living hell for a whole year before she was killed. Now, when I tried to tell Kimberly, because she was saying all I have to do is go to Warrington, she might as well have been saying let them eat cake. I don't have any money. $800 a month is not enough to live on. There's also the fact that I have physical disabilities. And although I have documentation of those physical disabilities, in order to get that documented as my disabilities, I had to jump through a bunch of hoops that were stopped by, guess what? My best friend getting her brains blown out and people trying to pretend like I did it. Ma'am, I am abused by law enforcement. They infer that I'm mentally ill every time I try to turn in a crime. And then they send me around in expensive circles and expensive hoops, making a bunch of calls. When I tried explaining to Kimberly that I don't have any money, she wanted to say, yes, I do, because I have disability money. No, it is not enough to live on. My expenses every single month just to try to get my vehicle moved. I have to pay illegal immigrants and drug addicts to move my vehicle. In order to get my stuff up and down from storage, I have to pay someone to carry it for me. That means I have to find someone to do it. I don't have any friends or family here. She also tried inferring that I should just go back to Nebraska and that'll fix all of my problems. No, I had to flee Nebraska for the same reason that they're trying to push me to move here, because I told on the people who didn't do their jobs. Now I'm looking here at Title II of the ADA. It prohibits discrimination against people with disabilities in state and local government services, programs, and employment. Law enforcement agencies are covered because they are programs of state or local governments, regardless of whether they receive federal grants or other federal funds. And I have been told repeatedly by mandated reporters that I'm told that I have to turn this stuff into either A, that they can't investigate the police as their excuse for not allowing me to tell them what's going on, or B, they say that they have to go ask their boss and that they'll get back to me. And instead of getting back to me, if they get back to me, I get bullied immediately. And instead of hearing my side, I get to hear what somebody else wrote. But they won't look at the evidence or listen to the evidence. They won't allow me a way to actually send the evidence. Now, obviously, this is really long, but the whole point here is that it was inappropriate for her to try to infer that I could just go to Warrington. I can't do that. I don't have any money. It's not appropriate for her to infer that I have money just because disability sends me money. All of my money I am getting victimized out of me. People take advantage of me every day. I literally had to call up A lot of these places that I was sent to that were supposed to do something about the abuse, like TFCC, and I spent most of the night calling these places up and telling them to go kill themselves so that they know just a small part of what I have to go through every day. It's also not okay to try to bully me into moving back to somewhere that I'm abused for the same reasons, because mandatory reporters in Nebraska wanted to push me to move to a different state because they didn't want to do their jobs there.
So I am noting your point with everything that you're letting me know. But at this time, like I said, if you would like to call back in a couple hours, I'm sure there will be a manager available. But given that they're in a meeting, I can't send you to anybody. You're just going to end up with a voicemail. So,
Yes, ma'am, and thank
and I
you
don't
for
want
having that respect for me. Thank you much for telling me that. I just wanted to let you know that this is an emergency and I can't call 911.
No. We don't want that. We just, if you'd like to talk to a manager about what is going on, we do suggest giving us a call back here in another hour or so.
Yes, ma'am. The other thing is, like, it shows on your computer what I got my disability for, right?
It shows some, yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. So, because when I talked to Kimberly, she was one of the things I was gonna talk to her today about is whether I got my disability money and what I got it for.
Oh, okay. I don't see that here. So yeah, once you call back, you'll be able to speak with the manager, and they should be able to help you out with that.
Yes, ma'am. So, how do I talk to Kimberly? She got very, very, very mean and bullyish, and I was just trying to explain to her that what she was doing was not okay.
Okay.
It's not
Did
legal.
you want? Yeah. Did you want to speak with her again?
I don't, but she's the one who has access to that information, and I do need to know it, and she is the person assigned to me.
Okay. Let me go ahead and see if it's available. I believe. One second. Thank you for calling Disability Determination Services. This is Kim. I am unavailable to answer your call at this time. Please leave a message at the tone, including your name, claim number, telephone number, and the reason for your call. When I return your call, I may need to ask additional information to confirm your identity. If you need immediate assistance during business hours, please dial 0. Thank you.
Record your message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
Hello, Kimberly. I had two things I needed to bring up. One of them is if they're going to give me my disability money and how much they're going to give me. Also, what the disability money is for. Also, I need to address the saying just go to Warrenton. I don't have the ability to go to Warrenton because I have no money. When I say I have no money, that doesn't mean talk over me and pretend that I have money, because I get a measly $800, of which nearly all of it is stolen every month. I'm out of money for the month. I've been out of money for the month since the 10th. And I would have been out of money for the month since the 1st if I'd have paid my bills, which I couldn't. The other thing is when you get angry and frustrated, trying to infer that I should go back to Nebraska because that's where my friends and family are. No, I don't have any friends or family there. None of them cared that I was being abused, same as here. I have no one. And that's why I'm being taken advantage of, because I'm alone. Anyway, it's Sean Schwartz. You have my phone number. Please call me back as soon as possible. All right, let's call this John's number and see if he's willing to listen.
Hello, thank you for calling Tillamook Family Counseling Center. Your call is very important to us. Please listen carefully as our message has changed. If you know your party's extension, you may enter it at any time. For a dial by name directory, please press 9. For the color code, please dial 499. Para escuchar este mensaje en español, oprime 1. If you are calling to report abuse of somebody receiving mental health services or developmental disability services, please dial extension 277 and leave a message in the confidential voicemail box for abuse investigator Kylie Petrie. If you are disconnected, please contact her on her direct line at 503-815-5459. To leave a message in our general mailbox, please dial 2. To reach the receptionist, please dial 0. To hear these options again, please dial. You have reached the general mailbox for Tillamook Family Counseling Center. Please leave your message and your call will be received.
Like hell it will. Let's try this again.
Hello, you've reached the confidential voicemail for Kylie Petrie, adult abuse investigator and CDDP quality assurance for Tillamook Family Counseling. I'm either on the phone or away from my desk, so please leave your name, your phone number, and a detailed message, and I will get back to you within 1 business day. If you're calling to report abuse of someone in mental health or D services, I will do my best to get back to you by the end of today. If this is a life-threatening emergency or you are calling to report a crime, please hang up and dial 911. Thank you and have a great day. Please leave a message at the tone. When finished, you may hang up or press pound for additional options.
Hello, this is Sean David Schwartz. Title II of the ADA prohibits discrimination against people with disabilities in state and local government services programs and employment. Law enforcement agencies are covered because they are programs of state or local governments, regardless of whether they receive federal grants or other federal funds. Just so you know, that also goes for TFCC. Every time that you lie to me and say that you can't investigate the police because you don't want to hear it, you are committing a felony against me because I have been physically harmed repeatedly. Damage to physical property and physical people, myself being a physical people, is what you're supposed to care about. This is why the police have spent so much time trying to have me rebranded, as they call it. Let's say you have PTSD, right? You know, you were pregnant, you thought everything was going to be great and wonderful, and then your husband gets drunk one night, beats the living shit out of you, and you lose the baby. You're pretty fucking depressed, ain't you? Does that mean that you're schizophrenic or delusional? You're mentally ill now. You can't tell on him or he says you're mentally ill, you're mentally ill, you're mentally ill. Meanwhile, you women do that to us men all day, every day. We must be rapists because we have penis. You do something wrong, it's our fault because we have penis. Fucking nuts.
Hello, thank you for calling Tillamook Family Counseling Center.
They're all
You've reached
Tillamook
the
Family
voicemail for
Counseling.
Mary Lindsay, crisis clinician at TFCC. I'm sorry I missed your call. You may leave a confidential message with your name and number, and I'll call back as soon as possible. If you need immediate assistance at TFCC, please call the front desk at 503-842-8201. If you're feeling unsafe or in a life-threatening situation, please hang up and call 911. Thank you and have a good day.
To that, I must
At the
reply.
tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Title II of the ADA prohibits discrimination against people with disabilities in state and local governments, services, programs, and employment. Law enforcement agencies are covered because they are programs of state or local governments, regardless of whether they receive federal grants or other federal funds. When you say things like, oh, we can't investigate the police, that's an outright lie. That's you guys not wanting to take a report, not wanting to document any of it. And it is disgusting that every single one of you agencies do this. When we're being abused, you don't care that we're being abused because us being abused doesn't make you money. What makes you money is if we say that we want to kill ourselves or somebody else, which is why you only focus on that. Well, guess what? Those are both very valid reasons, right? Those are valid reasons for ignoring our rights. Those are valid reasons for ignoring the ADA. No, you guys need to do your jobs. My name is Sean David Schwartz, and you people are criminals. That didn't work out too good. Is this going to work? There it goes. I'll be right back. I gotta go find a pencil or something. See, these people create trust issues, create the safety issue. If they're going to take advantage of disabled people, how can they expect disabled people to go to them when they need help? When the agencies that we're sent to, instead of helping us, go out of their way to try to dig for any excuse not to do their job, we're not mentally retarded enough. So we can't be disabled. Oh, but you call us mentally ill and magically it's okay to what? Do whatever the hell you choose. All right, I got these cards here. Got hundreds of numbers. The problem is I don't have adequate internet access. I never have. If I do have close to adequate internet access, it doesn't matter because there's an alcoholic screaming in the background. Or I'm being run in 10,000 different directions, running errands. If I do this or I do that, then maybe somebody will help me and force these mandatory reporters to do their jobs. They shouldn't have to be forced. Well, apparently I gotta go ask for a pencil. Well, that code doesn't fucking work. That one does. Oh, that's not going to work. Oh well. Worth a try. Andrew Wolnez won't leave me alone. The cops won't do anything. They go out of their way to lie about the situation repeatedly. Region 20 Adult Protective Services. What are examples of abuse and disability? Withholding, damaging, or destroying assistive devices, preventing you from seeing a doctor, threatening to out your disability to others if it's non-visible or carries social stigma, harming or threatening to harm your service animal. What about harming or threatening harm against me? What about National Domestic Violence Hotline? It says the hotline.org, Abuse in Disability Communities, National Domestic Violence Hotline. But they only care about intimate partners, huh? Well, right here, it's got a bunch of stuff about disability, but it's only wrong if you live with the person or it's an intimate partner relationship, huh? No matter what, it's nobody's job. No matter what, they're going to ignore Title II of the ADA. Prohibits discrimination against people with disabilities in state and local government services, programs, and employment. Law enforcement agencies are covered because they are programs of state or local governments, regardless of whether they receive federal grants or other federal funds. The police lie to you. 911 lies to you. 288 lies to you. 988 lies to you. 211 lies to you. This is all stupid. No, I can't get a lawyer as a disabled homeless person. I don't have any money. Should have brought me a rubber band or something to put around that. That way I can hold it. They have to do their jobs for a disabled adult in an at-risk situation. The police already know they fucked up. That's why they go out of their way to make false inferences to people. Same thing with all these agencies I got to call. Let's go over these again.
Hello, you've reached the confidential voicemail of Kylie Petrie, adult abuse investigator and CDDP quality assurance for Tillamook Family Counseling. I'm either on the phone or away from my desk, so please leave your name, your phone number, and a detailed message, and I will get back to you within one business day. If you're calling to report abuse of someone in mental health or DD services, I will do my best to get back to you by the end of today. If this is a life-threatening emergency or you are calling to report a crime, please hang up and dial 911. Thank you and have a great day. Please leave a message at the tone. When finished, you may hang up or press pound for additional options.
All right, I'm going to read this again. Title II of the ADA prohibits discrimination against people with disabilities in state and local government services, programs, and employment. Law enforcement agencies are covered because they are programs of state or local governments, regardless of whether they receive federal grants or other federal funds. My name is Sean David Schwartz. I shouldn't have to scream at people the things that are screamed at me. But that's what's necessary when you guys don't do your jobs. When you want to pretend that it's not your job to investigate police. Your job is to investigate any abuse that happens to me. Instead of doing what you've been doing, which is refuse to look at evidence even when I go in person. You just want me to go in there for therapy, which makes you money. This is illegal as hell.
Hello, thank you for calling Tillamook Family Counseling Center. You've reached the voicemail for Mary Lindsay, crisis clinician at TFCC. I'm sorry I missed your call. You may leave a confidential message with your name and number, and I'll call back as soon as possible. If you need immediate assistance at TFCC, please call the front desk at 503-842-8201. If you're feeling unsafe or in a life-threatening situation, please hang up and call 911. Thank you and have a good day. At the tone, please record your message. When you finish recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
I shouldn't have to call up and scream at people the horrible things that people scream at me for you to get the point. It is not okay for you guys to bully me. Title II of the ADA prohibits discrimination against people with disabilities in state and local government services, programs, and employment. Law enforcement agencies are covered because they are programs of state or local governments, regardless of whether they receive federal grants or other federal funds. You have a job to do. My name is Sean David Schwartz, and you need to stop neglecting me. Withholding, damaging, or destroying assistive devices, preventing me from seeing a doctor, threatening to out my disability to others if it's non-visible or carries social stigma, harming or threatening to harm myself or service animal. You know, I don't have a service animal, but I do need one. However, everything else that I got to deal with there, you just don't give a crap. The police infer mental illness and all of my rights go away. This is not okay. Let's try Jalen. These people do have to care. Neglecting the abuse that I'm telling them about just because they don't want to hear it. It's illegal as fuck. I have to panhandle to try to make ends meet. But I also have to jump through all these hoops and make all these calls because none of the people you want to tell me you're supposed to do something, none of them are. And the reason that they're not doing anything is because none of you are coming forward with me. Not for me, but with me. When they talk over me, you need to be able to speak up. My audio recording device there is completely full. I'm fairly certain. I don't know how much of last stuff was recorded. I admit to everything that I said. Every bit of it. Unlike these cowards, I'm not hiding from it. Oh, hell. Oh. How many more numbers we gotta call? Absolutely nowhere. Call back in a couple hours. Well, I have to be able to sit here with my computer to make those calls. Suki Kim typed, "Good morning, Sean." Hey, Suki Kim, you think maybe you could do something to help? The last few times, instead of it being about listening to me, it's been about fighting for your attention. And by the way, that Christopher Pratt feller wasn't really Christopher Pratt. Not that anyone cares. Do you remember that conversation, Suki Kim? This is supposed to be victims' rights, Tillamook. Oh, come on, don't freeze up on me.
Hello?
Hello. My name is Sean Schwartz. I need to turn in. The fuck? Well, that's goddamn bullshit. You fucking hung up on me. What can you really expect, though, right? See, these people are neglecting the abuse against me. And that is certainly not okay.
the Victims Assistance Program of the Tillamook County District Attorney's Office. If this is an emergency, please hang up and dial 911. Our regular office hours are Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to noon and 1 p.m. to 4 p.m., except for legal holidays. If you're hearing this message during our office hours, we will try to call you back within 4 business hours.
No,
If you're calling outside of those hours, we will try to call you back during our next regular business day. Please be sure to include your name and phone number in your message and, if possible, your case number.
you have my name and phone number. The fact is, I don't have a case number because the police refuse to acknowledge me as a victim of the police. Maybe you guys should get off your asses and do your goddamn jobs, you fucking heartless pieces of shit.
Services. If you know your party's extension, you may dial it now. Please note this call may be monitored or recorded for quality assurance. The Social Security Act allows us to collect the information you provide, which we will use to help in deciding your claim. Providing this information is voluntary, but not providing such may prevent a timely and accurate decision on your claim. As law permits, we may disclose your information for routine uses in our electronic disability claim folder system of records notice, all available at www.ssa.gov/privacy. You may locate a full Privacy Act statement on SSA forms received in the mail, which is also available at www.ssa.gov/forms. To continue to hear this message in English, please press 1. Para español, oprima número.
Wait while I transfer your call.
If you know your disability case ID number, enter it now, followed by the pound sign. Or please wait to connect to the next available team member.
You have reached Oregon Disability Determination Services. In order to better serve you, please have your claim number or your Social Security number available. Please note this call may be monitored or recorded for quality assurance.
My back is killing me. I'm gonna lay on the floor for a minute.
Thank you for holding. Please remain on the line with the next available agent. Your call will be answered in the order it was received.
Oh.
Thank you for holding. Please remain on the line for the next available agent. Your call will be answered in the order it was received. Disability Discrimination Services, are you calling on your claim?
Yes, ma'am. My name is Sean Schwartz. I was still trying to get hold of Kimberly. This is really important stuff, ma'am. I mean, when I'm railroaded in court because I don't have a piece of paper that says that I have disability money coming in because I'm autistic, my predators get to infer that I'm schizophrenic and delusional instead.
Okay, let me see if your adult is available. Can I please have your social security number?
Yes, ma'am. Just one moment. I was on the floor. I'm getting up into the chair so I can sit down. It is Did you get that?
Yes. Let me go ahead and get you over and see if she's available. 1 second.
Yes, ma'am. Title II of the ADA prohibits discrimination against people with disabilities in state and local government services, programs, and employment. Law enforcement agencies are covered because they are programs of state or local governments, regardless of whether they receive federal grants or other federal funds. Employment is Title I, Title II is Public Services, Title III is Public Accommodations, Title IV is Telecommunications, and Title V is Miscellaneous.
This is Kim.
Hello, Kim.
Yes.
This is Sean Schwartz again.
Hello, Sean.
All right, so I wanted to make sure that I'm still getting disability.
Yes, you are.
And does it say how much I'm getting?
I just do the medical decision.
Okay.
So it probably will not change from what you're already getting.
All right. And does it say on there specifically what I get disability for?
It does.
What's it say?
Where are you calling from? This is a different number.
No, this is the same number. It's the same phone. You get.
Okay, I just don't have it up. Okay, so you're getting disability due to a mood disorder and PTSD, which means you suffer from depression and you have past traumas that have affected your ability in life.
Right. So it doesn't actually have anything on there about autism? Yes,
But that
ma'am.
isn't why they allowed you on disability. You do have that diagnosis from your medical records over your history of your lifetime. Yes, autism is in there, but that isn't what they based the decision on throughout the years. It's on, the fact that you've had a lot of trauma. It's affected your mood, depression, your ups and downs, and your stability.
Well, most of my instability is because of people abusing me because I'm disabled. They just call me mentally ill and their abuse goes away. The thing is that go ahead.
Go ahead.
Ma'am, I've been forced into homelessness and stuck homeless. How can I do any of these disabled things with not enough money to live on for the month even? I don't have the ability to go to Windsor to get that stuff.
Well, my question for you is, do you get food stamps?
I do, not very much though. And it's real expensive to live here, and I don't have the money to move away. I don't have anywhere to move to. And now I've got court stuff here.
Okay. So the discussion we had earlier is there's a lot of programs out there, but you have to remind yourself that you need to remain calm and things don't happen overnight.
Well, when the police want to retaliate against me for telling on them, it is immediate. It's not even over at night. It's immediate.
Unfortunately, in this messed up world, there's no such thing as immediate help and assistance.
Well, there is a such thing as immediate retaliation, and that's why the importance of ADA Title II comes in, because all these people telling me they can't do anything about the police. Well, it says Title II of the ADA prohibits discrimination against people with disabilities in state and local governments and services programs and employment. Law enforcement agencies are covered because they are programs of state or local governments, regardless of whether they receive federal grants or other federal funds. For them to try to pretend that I'm schizophrenic is an excuse to get away with this, when I have literally recording after recording of physical assaults against me, this is just insane. It's against the law for them to do this.
And I understand and I agree, but the only people that can help you would be if you got a hold of legal aid, which would provide you free legal service because you're disabled and you don't have an income to pay for it.
I've tried. They don't actually do that. I have to have my disabilities paperwork, which means I have to travel to Warrenton, as you stated earlier.
They do have access to the fact that you're disabled.
I'm well aware of that. They're using the fact that I'm disabled only to harm me. They are misusing my disabilities as an excuse to harm me, as an excuse to not do their jobs. That's why I have to have that, so that I can show it instead of it being an argument every time I have to go talk to an officer and explain that I'm being abused because I'm autistic. Oh, well, you don't look autistic. You seem cognitive to me. Yes, ma'am. All of these places that I'm sent to, including TFCC, they require me to have that actual physical documentation when I go in there.
The only thing I can tell you is you're going to need to take some of your paycheck on the 1st, which is next week, and buy a bus ticket to Warrenton. That's the only thing I can advise you, because I worked my tail off to be able to get you a $450 cab ride to Lincoln City so I could keep you.
Yeah, wouldn't it be great if I'd have had the money to fix my car, or just to not have that issue to begin with? I could have driven myself.
Well, the fact is your car's not working, so that's not even on the table right now.
Exactly. Now, I'm thankful for the ride, and thank you very much for getting me that $450
But what
ride.
I'm saying, you're going to have to make your way to Warrenton. I'm sorry there's not one closer. I'm sorry that you do not have access to a P.O. box to get general delivery mail, because that is available to you since you're homeless.
Ma'am, they allow it for 30 days. I've already spoken with them. The other thing is, I had a P.O. box here. I couldn't pay my bills. I can't pay my bills because of this. Paying zero attention to the sheer cost of being falsely accused, being physically assaulted, having to repair my vehicle while the police won't do their jobs. I am thankful for the ride to get to that appointment so that I can get my disability money. But the thing is, for everything that I've been ripped off and ripped at, there's been supposed to be somebody there to help me, and there isn't. The reason that there isn't is because I don't have access to that paperwork and haven't. I've jumped through all the hoops that I've had to try to get that paperwork before. Why do I still not have it?
The only person that I know of to help you would be go to the DHS office where you got your food stamps and tell them you need assistance getting the paperwork from the federal field office.
Ma'am, I've done that. I've done that.
Okay, then, you know what are you asking me for? What do you want me to do for you? I'm unclear of what you would like me to do for you. Because every venue I give you that I know, you get upset and start telling me all the same stuff that we've discussed several times, and I understand. But I want you to be clear. What are you asking me to help you with? Sean?
Ma'am, I'm asking for help stopping abuse.
I can't do that for you. Unfortunately, I don't live anywhere near there. I have no access to any of the services there.
Neither do I.
And so I don't know what to tell you. The only thing I know is the resources that I have right here on my desk. And it says the only place I can tell you to go is you can call the crisis line. But
I get bullied by the crisis line. They don't care about the fact that I'm being abused. All they care about is if I want to hurt myself or others. And although it's illegal for them to make those inferences or to push it like it's crack, that is literally the only thing they care about.
It's a question they have to ask.
They don't have to repeatedly ask it once it's been answered. They don't have to repeatedly badger the person going through it. And if somebody is being physically assaulted over and over and over again, that's what the focus needs to be on.
But unfortunately, that's the only thing I can give you is the DHS entailment, which you already know where that's located. And go in and calmly tell them what you need.
No, don't tell me to calmly tell them anything. I already did that. That's why I scream. That's why I yell. I calmly explained on multiple occasions already. They took advantage of me. All right. I didn't start off screaming at you. I didn't start off screaming at anybody else. I didn't start off screaming at anyone. I started off asking nicely for help and explaining that people are harming me and that I need assistance turning it in because the police are denying me my rights as a human being by calling me mentally ill. They're refusing to do their jobs and inferring I'm mentally ill and sending me to other places that only care if I want to kill myself or others. No matter how many times I explain to them, this is a trick question and you need to knock it off.
It is not a quick.
It is a trick question. You know what happens if I admit that I want my life to end because people are bullying me to kill myself and assaulting me and breaking my vehicle and the police bully me too? You know what happens? I get discredited as a victim. They get to go, oh, well, he's suicidal. He's mentally ill. He must be a liar. And I'm trying to kill myself. It is not the same thing. Well, I was really nervous and I was really scared, and I didn't have a friend or family there with me. And I wasn't sure if I was answering his questions the way that I should. And I was really good about being able to hide my Tourette's syndrome, but I don't know about my OCD.
Why would you want to hide something from a doctor that's there to help you?
Because I'm used to being abused by the people here at TFCC and all the other mental health agencies that I've gone to.
Well, I have to get back to work, and I'm really sorry, but the only place I can tell you to go is the Human Services and apply for housing. Have you applied for housing?
Yes, I have, and that's the thing is that
that you qualify to apply for housing.
Ma'am, I was in housing. That's the thing about pushing the housing. I was in housing in Nebraska. I was in housing. I jumped through all those hoops. I got disability. I got into housing, and there was supposed to be something done when I was abused. And instead, I was referred that I needed to go to Colorado because that's where the services were that could help somebody who's being abused like me. That therapist, Nicole Peralta, the one who was a part of my diagnosis of autism, all right? Now, she was very much a key part of that. But she's also one of the ones who inferred that I needed to go to Colorado. So as soon as I got to Colorado, none of my disability stuff from being disabled and getting disability in Nebraska, none of it worked down there. All I could go to is homeless services. I had to live homeless in Boulder, Colorado and Denver, Colorado while being assaulted and abused because that's where I was being sent. I'm having to take abuse to this day over it.
I don't have anything. I'm not telling you to go to a different state or anything else, but
You did earlier. You told me I should go back to Nebraska.
I said you should go back to where you have family and friends, and that's where you said Nebraska was.
You told me specifically to go back to Nebraska. That's where my family and friends are. And no, they're not. I don't have any friends anymore. That's the problem with being abused until I have a mental breakdown. People don't try to understand. They just pretend that I'm a horrible person freaking out for no reason because they did wrong things. And that is horrible. It is horrible to be a disabled person who is being abused because he's disabled and he can't even turn in the abuse because, of course, my predators get to use my disabilities to pretend that I'm a liar. They get to use my disabilities to infer that I might hurt them, and they get to use that as an excuse for actually hurting me.
Have you ever hurt somebody?
Yeah, I've defended myself before.
No. Have you ever aggressively hurt somebody with them not hurting you?
No.
Have you ever used drugs?
Pot.
Have you ever
Nicotine.
used alcohol?
Not in over 21 years, 23 years now.
Have you ever gotten in trouble for any use of those substances?
No. I do have one paraphernalia on my record because I got arrested for somebody else's pipe. Officers told me to pick it up. I told them I'm not picking it up because it's not mine. They threatened to arrest me if I didn't pick it up and hand it to them. So I picked it up and handed it to them, and they arrested me for possession of marijuana paraphernalia.
Well, luckily in Oregon, you don't have to worry about that being marijuana's legal.
Well, it wasn't in Colorado at the time. It also wasn't my pipe, and it's also used against me to claim that I'm a druggie, that I'm a drug addict, that I'm a drug user, that I must be lying because I'm a drug user. They try to infer that I'm a major drug addict, like I'm using crack and methamphetamines and heroin. Meanwhile, there's absolutely no history of that because I don't do that crap. I've tried some drugs many, many, many years ago. Tried them, most of them that I did try, I only ever tried once. And most of the time, if I did try a drug, it's because I was with a bunch of people and I was trying it. Now, does that make it okay 20 years later to pretend that somebody's a psycho drug dealer?
I did that question. I didn't answer anything.
Well, you asked the questions and I did answer them honestly, but what's the point in asking the questions?
That's the questions I asked. There's nothing else, nothing more than what I asked you.
Well, the thing is, ma'am, it's not
The
okay
law
for.
can say is either you need to find a way to get your paperwork, but how do you receive your Social Security payment?
I get them on my Direct Express card, which, by the way, I bought illegal firearm parts with, and I still tried to turn that in. Matter of fact, that's still something that I'm trying to turn in because that firearm is potentially in the possession of a meth addict who's also delusional and schizoaffective. Sorry about that. It goes to my Direct Express card, and my Direct Express card is falling apart. It hardly ever works. The little chip that's required for it to be read keeps falling out, and I will have to travel to somewhere else in order to get the card replaced. Man, when this stuff first started with Natalie Bollinger, with people threatening to kill me and my friends and family and assaulting me, through all of that, it took me 6 full months to even curse back at these people, okay? 6 months to even curse back. When I tried to turn in the police officers, they just repeatedly assaulted me and pressed charges against me for assault, and then they had to repeatedly drop the charges because there was no evidence of them being assaulted. All they had to do was make the inference, and it was good enough.
Unfortunately, sometimes that's how things go with them.
When you're a homeless man, that's how it goes every time. Anyway, I guess I gotta call a bunch of other numbers that are gonna send me around in circles. So the Warrington thing is, do I have to call them first, or do I just show up and they give me the papers? Is there a number I can call?
You can actually just show up and they give out numbers and you have to sit there and wait, and then you tell them that you need a copy of your disability papers and that you need a new card. Do not forget to tell them you need a new debit card.
Will they give
And
it
that
to
you
me
don't have
there?
an address.
Will they give it to me? Will they give it to me there?
You know, I'm not sure if they can give them to you there, but I do know they're the ones that have to reissue them.
Yes, and that's the issue with the mailbox thing. I paid for a mailbox here for for a full year and did not have any of this assistance whatsoever. Everybody just wants to keep me in the dark. If there's a phone number, I'd like to call them so that I'm not stranded in Warrington again. I had to take the same abuse in Warrington that I take here. People threatening to kill me, people threatening to assault me, and being bullied by the police. Having it insinuated that I must be a mentally ill drug addict because I'm homeless. The hospitals treat me that way, so do the police. That's why I need that paperwork. I need to be able to carry it in my back pocket everywhere I go.
Okay, are you ready for the phone number?
Yes, ma'am.
Where'd you put it? Give me 1 minute. There it is.
What's the name of the place?
It's the Warrenton Federal Field Office, Social Security.
Ma'am, I'm being harmed every day because I don't already have that paperwork. Nobody acknowledges the hell that I've gone through to try to get it.
Well, Dave, you'll have to wait your turn. There's usually quite a few people, but you sit there and wait, and you tell them that you need a copy of your disability papers. You have ID?
I do.
Okay, that's all you need.
I
is
only
your
have
ID.
one form of ID, though. I did have my birth certificate, my social security card, but somebody else's dog ate my birth certificate, and I have no way to get it back because I don't have an address for people to send stuff to. Also, majority of these places refuse to send any mail to general mail anywhere. They say I have to have an actual street address.
Okay, but they can give you a copy of your paper that shows you're on disability and how much money you get. And you need to ask them how you get your card replaced being Joe homeless and unable to have it found.
Well, that's the thing is that I've been calling this stuff, trying to figure all this out for 7 years. I've been running around in these circles. Obviously, I can't function to do these things for myself. There is supposed to be somebody to help me with it.
Like I said, unfortunately, when you don't have friends and family around, not too many people help follow through with anything.
They had to separate me from my friends and family and then slander my name to my friends and family to make that happen, ma'am. They had to assault me repeatedly and threaten to kill my friends and family members in order to make that happen. And they had to ignore any and all abuse that I endure in order to make that happen, ma'am.
But yeah, you give them a call before it gets too late.
I'll call them right now.
And, okay. I'm off work in 5 minutes, so good luck with that. Make sure you follow through so you can get your card.
Ma'am, I follow through on everything that I can. I don't have any resources to follow through on this stuff. I'm jumping through the hoops you're telling me to. All right, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to jump through the hoops you told me to, okay? Oh, low battery. Yay. Three 3857. We've already called these people April 12th. History. Let's see. Yep. Outgoing call April 12th, 1 minute and 10 seconds. Huh. Wonder how many other phones I have that on.
The Warrenton Social Security Office. For service in English, press 1. Para servicio en español, oprima el 2. To ensure that you receive accurate and courteous service, your call may be monitored or recorded. Please listen to all options carefully. Our menu has recently changed. To dial a recorded extension, press or say 1. To dial by name, press or say 2. To hear field office hours and directions, press or say 3. To hear these options again, press or say 9. We did not recognize your selection. To dial a recorded extension, press or say 1. To dial by name, press or say 2. To hear field office hours and directions, press or say 3. To hear these options again, press or say 9. We did not recognize your selection. To dial a recorded extension, press or say...
Yeah, some fucking good that does me, doesn't it? You want me to fucking go up there and spend all of that time and all that energy for a maybe? Meanwhile, I don't have any way up there. God damn it. God fucking damn it. See, this is the thing, is that I had a fucking address when Natalie was killed. I lost that fucking address immediately because Natalie was killed. The people I had to depend on were drug dealers. Oh, fuck all of you.
Hello, thank you for calling Tillamook Family Counseling Center. Your call is very important to us.
Who the
Please
fuck it
listen
is?
carefully as our message has changed. If you know your party's extension, you may enter it at any time. To dial by name directory, please press 9. For the color code, please dial 499. Para escuchar este mensaje en español, oprime 1. If you are calling to report abuse of somebody receiving mental health services or developmental disability services, please dial extension 277 and leave a message in the confidential voicemail box for abuse investigator Kylie Petrie. If you are disconnected, please contact her on her direct line at 503-815-5459. To leave a message in our general mailbox, please dial 2. To reach the receptionist, please dial 0. To hear these options again, please dial 6 or stay on the line.
Fucking useless twats.
adult abuse investigator and CDDP quality assurance for Tillamook Family Counseling. I'm either on the phone or away from my desk, so please leave your name, your phone number, and a detailed message, and I will get back to you within 1 business day. If you're calling to report abuse of someone in mental health or DD services, I will do my best to get back to you by the end of today. If this is a life-threatening emergency or you are calling to report a crime, please hang up and dial 911. Thank you and have a great day. Please leave a message at the tone. When finished, you may hang up or press pound for additional options.
Jesus goddamn Christ, woman, everything you say is a lie. You are a frigging idiot. You know what I call people who get innocent people harmed or killed? I call them cunts. Why don't you try doing your fucking job, you piece of shit? Pretty easy. So what do we got to do now? We got to try to call this lady again. Kimberly at DDS. I'd like some money to get something to fucking eat, for Christ's sake. I'd like to be able to fucking eat for the rest of the month. I would like to be able to eat. I would like to be able to eat, to be able to eat, to be able to get some food in my belly. I'd like to be able to eat.
Providing this information is voluntary, but not providing such may prevent a timely and accurate decision on your claim. As law permits, we may disclose your information for routine uses in our electronic disability claim folder system of records noted, all available at www.ssa.gov/privacy. You may locate a full Privacy Act statement on SSA forms received in the mail, which is also available at www.ssa.gov/forms. To continue to hear this message in English, please press 1. Para español, oprima número 2. Thank you for calling Disability Determination Services. If you know your party's extension, you may dial it now. Please note this call may be monitored or recorded for quality assurance. The Social Security Act allows us to collect the information you provide, which we will use to help in deciding your claim. Providing this information is voluntary, but not providing such may prevent a timely and accurate decision on your claim. As law permits, we may disclose your information for routine uses in our electronic disability claim folder system of records noted, all available at www.ssa.gov/privacy. You may locate
Answer the fucking phone, 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 answer the goddamn phone, answer the fucking phone, answer the 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 phone.
If you know your party's extension, you may dial it now. Please note this call may be monitored or
Answer
recorded
the
for
phone.
quality assurance.
Answer the phone. 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 Answer the phone.
If you know your disability case ID number, enter it now, followed by the pound sign. Or please wait to connect to the next available team member.
Disability Discrimination Services, are you calling on your claim?
I'm actually calling because none of the information that you give me is correct. You guys need to stop lying to victims. You need to stop sending us to places that don't do anything. There is literally no way for me to call the Warrenton field office because they only want to have you if you have the party's extension or know their name. I don't have a name to anybody at the Warrenton field office. What I know is that I'm literally being forced with zero money as a disabled person with a broken vehicle to try to find some way to get to Warrenton so I can get that paperwork so I can take it to court. I've needed this paperwork for 7 years. You think that in 7 years, somebody would help me to get that paperwork? Especially since it has led to 7 years of me being physically assaulted over and over again, being locked up as if I'm a schizophrenic, being treated like I'm a liar.
Sir, I believe that if you try to keep calling them and stay online or something, you should be able to get through.
No, ma'am, they don't give that option. So instead of talking over me, somebody who literally just called it, why don't you listen to the person who just called instead of talking over me like I'm a retard? Because I am not retarded. All right. That is one of the things that you guys are supposed to not do, is treat disabled people like they're retarded.
I have not made you feel that way.
You absolutely have. I just called them, and you're trying to infer that what I'm telling you is incorrect. No, I am telling you that I just called them.
Yes, I understand. Sometimes it is hard to get through to them.
No. You're not understanding that it doesn't go through to them. It gives you two options. You have to either know the party's extension or their name, and that is it. I don't have a name of a person there to even call. I am overwhelmed. I have literally 1 minute before my time here at the library is up, and then I have to leave. I have 7% battery on my phone because I don't have a place to plug it in. Meanwhile, I am harmed every day, and if I'm not able to record the abuse, then I get treated like I made it up, like I'm schizophrenic, like it didn't happen.
I am not sure what we can help you out with. They already gave you the number to that place.
And I called them, and I'm telling you that what you said is not correct. And what you just tried to infer is also not correct. Maybe before you guys send us to these places, you find out what they do instead of harming innocent people by sending us in the wrong direction.
That is the number that we are provided for you to reach out.
And I have called them, and there's nobody there. There's no way for me to get a hold of them. Could I at least get the name of somebody there so I can call?
We do not have that information. That is not information we have. It's a public phone, so you should be able to get through.
No, it doesn't go through. It goes.
I would dial a 0 or some other.
I already tried that. That's the thing, is that I'm telling you what I've already done, and you're arguing with me as if I'm a retard who has no fucking clue what he's talking about. Jesus fucking Christ. It's not that I'm not trying. It's that these people are playing fucking retarded. I'm using the English fucking language here. This is what it's like when you don't have a friend or family member who gives a fuck. It doesn't provide help. None of these places provide help. They just tell you to call other places that tell you to call other places.
Para español, marque 7. To ensure quality, your call may be monitored or recorded.
If you are calling about the status of a disability application due to staffing reductions, our average processing time for disability applications is between 200 to 230 days to review your information and medical records. After our review, you will get a letter in the mail with the decision. If you are calling about a retirement or Medicare application, You will get a letter in the mail within 30 days with a decision or a request for more information.
Press
If you
0
ask
on
for
this
your
one.
benefit to start in a future month, you will
0.
receive the letter 30 days before the start date.
0.
Please be aware of
Zero.
individuals impersonating Social Security
Operator.
employees over the phone.
Operator.
If you suspect you have
Operator.
received a scam call,
Operator.
you should report the details
Operator.
of the call
Operator.
of the Inspector
Operator.
General online at
Operator.
OIG.
Operator. 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 Operator.
At www.socialsecurity.gov. How can I help you today?
Operator.
You'd like to speak to someone, right?
Operator.
Fine. Please say yes or no. You'd like to speak to someone, right?
Yes.
I understand you want to speak with someone.
Put a fucking person on the goddamn phone, you stupid fucking machine. I am tired of this shit. Put a fucking human being on the goddamn phone.
So let's try again. How can I help you? You can say things like update my personal information or
Put a human being on the phone.
you'd like to speak to someone, right?
Yes.
Okay, hold on while I get someone to help you.
Your expected wait time is 23 minutes. At the conclusion of your call, we would like you to participate in a short survey and tell us about your experience. If you would like to participate in the survey, please stay on the line after the agent hangs up.
Go
The
fuck
Social
yourself.
Security Act allows us to collect information you provide during this call to run our program.
Jesus fucking goddamn
Information
Christ.
is voluntary, but not providing such may prevent us from providing requested services. As law allows, we may share this information with government agencies, employers, and others listed in routine usage in our system of record notices, such as 60-0058 and 60-0089. Your information may also be used in computer matching programs for federal benefits.
Operator.
Debts under these
Operator.
programs.
Operator. 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 Operator.
Thank you for holding. Someone will assist you shortly. Please remember to have handy your Social Security number and any recent mail that we may have sent you. Having this information will help us serve you better.
Good luck getting a straight fucking answer out of these pieces of shit. See this right here. This is what we have to deal with when we're fucking abused. This bullshit here. There are no fucking human beings to talk to at this goddamn number. Oh, here's what it says. It says, it is sad that people like this are allowed to even work in customer service. Huh. That's not a very good review.
If you are calling for general information or are interested in applying for retirement, disability, Medicare, or spouse's benefits, you may want to visit our website, www.socialsecurity.gov. There you will find important information about benefits and be able to apply from the comfort of your home or office.
Like, literally, they're making it impossible to get help stopping fucking abuse. Yeah, I got all the time in the world to fucking wait on these pieces of shit 3 hours a goddamn day when they fucking put me through this hell. Let's see. This review says, make it make sense why for a minor I can't use an official birth certificate. Wasted my time because I have to get immunization records stamped by a doctor. Like that makes it official. Let's see. Mandy Demaray typed, the man that was working the counter today was so dismissive and rude. His posture from the moment I walked up to the counter was off-putting, sorry. He cut me off as I was speaking several times. It is sad that people like this are allowed to even work in customer service. Sadly, I have to go back. I just hope that same jerk isn't there when I go back.
We're doing our best to answer your call. Social Security provides monthly benefits to more than
This one from Emily Gerber.
As a result, you do have business periods.
Says, guy at the front desk could use an attitude adjustment. He's just absolutely miserable, rude, and unhelpful. Definitely not someone anyone would want as the first face people see when coming into a business. Unwelcoming, not even a smile, like I said, miserable. Let's see. Kelly Ott, I wish I'd known in advance how dismissive and unhelpful these folks are. I could have saved myself a drive. Tisha Howard just gave him 1 star. Daffodil Patches and Shadow Friend, 1 star.
we'll help you.
It's my fault if you take advantage of my disabilities, apparently. It's my fault if you steal from me. It's my fault if you beat on me. No matter what, it's my fault. Still only 7% battery on the phone. I'm pretty fucked.
When you completed the call with us, please take a moment to provide feedback about your service experience at ssa.gov/feedback.
I'd like some food today.
Thank you for holding. Someone will assist you shortly. Please remember to have handy your social security number and any recent mail that we may have sent you. Having this information will help us serve you better. If you are calling for general information or are interested in applying for retirement, disability, Medicare, or spouse's benefits, you may want to visit our website, www.socialsecurity.gov. There you will find important information about benefits and be able to apply from the comfort of your home or office. I'm regret that you have waited so long. We're doing our best to answer your call. Social Security provides monthly benefits to more than 50 million people. As a result, we do have busy periods.
Oh, that was what's coming on.
Thank you, Mom. We appreciate the patience. Here's some
Bullshit.
and we'll help you.
Fucking liars. Hurry up and wait. Hurry up and wait. Got literally nothing to do except wait, because without these people doing their jobs, I'm just fucked.
Someone will assist you shortly.
Liars.
Remember to have handy your social security number and any recent mail that we have sent you. Having this information will help us serve you better.
None of you fucking pieces of shit have any right to fucking type on here. No goddamn one of you pieces of shit. Suki Cam, are you gonna help me fucking make the calls so that I don't have to go through this? No, you're not. How many of you fucking pieces of shit are? Not a goddamn one of you. Not a goddamn one of you. I made this channel hoping that one of you fucking useless pieces of shit would actually give a fuck and actually help. But no, you're all pieces of shit who come here for fucking entertainment. You're fucking sick in the goddamn head.
If you are calling for general information or are interested in applying for retirement, disability, Medicare, or spouse's benefits, you may want to visit our website, www.socialsecurity.gov. There you will find important information about benefits and be able to apply from the comfort of your home or office.
Oh, I'm up to 8% battery. 3.5 goddamn hours. I got 8% fucking battery. See, here's the thing, is these fucking pieces of shit literally went out of their way to separate me from my friends and family through physical assaults and fucking slander. The same thing as these fucking pigs in this goddamn town. What the fuck are the library staff gonna do to help me to turn in any of the fucking assaults that happened here that I've already showed them? Are they gonna help me turn it into the cops who wanna pretend that these things are figments of my imagination? No. But they'll sure as shit come talk to me about being pissed off that nobody's fucking helping me.
We regret that you have waited so long. We're doing our best to answer your call. Social Security provides monthly benefits to more than 50 million people. As a result,
I don't give a fuck. You ought to hire less machines and more people. Time's up.
No, I only have complaints about you being too loud in the room next door, so just
Yes, ma'am.
FYI.
We appreciate your patience. We're still assisting other people, and we'll help you as soon as we possibly can.
What the fuck do they want me to do? I'm stuck in fucking public. The goddamn walls are paper thin. See, that's one of the fucking problems with having to do this shit at the goddamn library. But here's something you could help me out with. Not that any of you are going to. I do finally have a Cash App. If you got the ability to send some money, that would be going towards food.
Someone will assist you shortly. Please remember to have handy your social security number and an instant mail that we may have sent you. Having this information will help us serve you better.
Fuck it.
Hello, thank you for calling Tillamook Family Counseling Center. You've reached the voicemail for Mary Lindsay, crisis clinician at TSCC. I'm sorry. If you need immediate assistance at TSCC, please call the front desk at 503-842-8201. If you're feeling unsafe or in a life-threatening situation, please hang up and call 911. Thank you and have a good day.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Alright, you retarded fucking cunt. I am sick and fucking tired of your goddamn bullshit. You don't give a holy fuck about us. And as far as calling 911 in case of an emergency, I can't do that because you pieces of shit won't do your fucking goddamn jobs. Now let's read Title II, alright? This is the ADA crap that you assholes are supposed to be fucking following, okay? Does it say that you guys aren't allowed to investigate crimes? No, it doesn't. It doesn't say that at all. So why is it that I'm still having to go through this? Huh? Should we read ADA Title II for you? Let's read this. Press enter. See if you guys can do your jobs. Oh, no, you can't. It says Title II of the ADA prohibits all state and local governments from discriminating on a basis of disability. But moreover, its goal is to promote equal access and full participation. You guys are going out of your way to deny me access to the most basic of services, you pieces of shit. It's called this screwy piece of shit.
Trilingual English, Spanish, Russian message. Northwest Senior and Disability Services records all calls for quality assurance. Todas las llamadas estarían grabadas para garantía de calidad.
This person calling himself Lockstock52 wants to ask asshole questions. I'm disabled, fuckhead. Hello?
This is the direct line of Jalen with Adult Protective Services. If you are looking to make a new report or follow up on an old report, please call the main Adult Protective Services line at 800-846-9165. Again, 800-846-9165. This voicemail is not monitored daily, so it is better if you call that number and follow up. Again, it's 800-846-9165. Thank you.
All right, you retarded fucking cunt. How about do your goddamn jobs? How about I read for you this little thing here called Title II of the ADA prohibits discrimination against people with disabilities in state and local government services, programs, and employment. Law enforcement agencies are covered because they are programs of state or local governments, regardless of whether they receive federal grants or other federal funds. So how about you do your goddamn job, you fucking cunt? I think that was quiet enough. Over and over and over again, same goddamn numbers. Meanwhile, if you paid any attention, I had to go through a lot of abuse in Warrenton as well. Also, when a police officer tells you that you're smart, they know you're intelligent, they're manipulating you. I've heard them say that to people with the IQ of a fucking toaster.
Pedophile County District Attorney's Office. If this is an emergency, please hang up and dial 911. Our regular office hours are Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to noon and 1 p.m. to 4 p.m., except for legal holidays. If you're hearing this message during our office hours, we will try to call you back within 4 business hours. If you're calling outside of those hours, we will try to call you back during our next regular business day. Please be sure to include your name and phone number in your message and, if possible, your case number.
Jesus fucking goddamn Christ, you retarded shits. Why don't you fucking cunts do your goddamn jobs instead of helping these fucking predators take advantage of disabled and at-risk adults? What the fuck is wrong with you, you fucking stupid pieces of shit? Was that quiet enough? Do you think? Was I quiet enough about saying that? This person
Counseling Center. Your call is very
calling
important
himself
to us.
Stocks and
Please
Bonds
listen
Manager
carefully
wants to
as
ask
our
about
message
food
has
pantries.
changed.
Dude, it doesn't matter if
You
there's
know
a
your
fucking
rights
food pantry. I can't
like
fucking
different
go.
and
I don't have the ability to carry the fucking food anywhere. I've got nowhere to carry the fucking food. I'm fucking homeless. I have a fucked up back. I can't carry shit. It doesn't fucking matter what access, what services they have here. I don't have fucking access.
Please dial extension 277 and leave a message in the confidential voicemail box for abuse investigator Kylie Petrie. If you are disconnected, please contact her on her direct line at 503-815-5459. To leave a message in our general mailbox, please dial 2. To reach the receptionist, please dial 0.
To hear these options again, please dial 6 or stay on the line.
It's kind of like these retarded cunts who want to tell me stupid shit like it takes time. I know it fucking takes time. And it takes a lot more time when you're busy fucking arguing.
Tillman Family Counseling Center. Your call is very important to us.
No, the
Please
fuck
listen
it
carefully
isn't.
as our message has changed. If you know your party's extension, you may enter it at any time. For a dial by name directory, please press 9. For the color code, please dial 499. Para escuchar este mensaje en español, oprime 1. If you are calling to report abuse of somebody receiving mental health services or developmental disability services, please dial extension 277 and leave a message in the confidential voicemail box for abuse investigator Kylie Petrie. If you are disconnected, please contact her on her direct line at 503-815-54.
We've already done all of this, haven't we?
Leave a message. Hello, thank you for calling Tillamook Family Counseling Center. Your call is very important to us. Please listen carefully as our message has changed.
Alright, we got some dipshit here fighting for attention. This person calling himself Lockstock52 wants some fucking attention, so we'll give him some goddamn attention. You're getting some fucking attention, dude. What abuse am I talking about? Well, let's start off with systemic abuse, but also physical abuse, sexual abuse, physical violence, vandalism against myself and my property. How about just for starters? Looks like I literally just got a call back from the fake victims' rights. Recent. Fake victims' rights, Tillamook.
Thank you for calling the Victims Assistance Program of the Tillamook County District Attorney's Office. If this is an emergency, please hang up and dial 911. Our regular office hours are Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to noon and 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. except for legal holidays. If you're hearing this message during our office hours, we will try to call you back within 4 business hours.
Don't
If
give
you're
me
calling
advice.
outside of those hours, we will try
Don't
to
tell
call
me
you
to
back
be
during
nice
our
to
next
these
regular
pieces of
business
shit
day.
like it works because I
Please be
started
sure to
off being
include your
nice,
name
you
and phone
fucking
number in your
moron.
message, and if possible, your case number.
Hello, this is Sean Schwartz, one of your victims. It is not my fault that your police officers and every other agency in this town take advantage of at-risk and disabled adults. It is not okay for your officers to retaliate against me for trying to turn them in. My name is Sean David Schwartz, and you guys, victims' rights advocates, right? That's what you're supposed to do. Why are you helping these predators harm me?
Thank you for calling the Warrington Social Security Office. For service in English, press 1. Para servicio en
This
español,
person wants to
oprime
tell
dos.
me I forgot to leave my number. I've already left my number at all these places dozens of times.
We did not recognize your selection. Thank you for calling the Warrington Social Security Office. For service in English, press 1. Para servicio en español, oprime dos. To ensure that you receive accurate and courteous service, your call may be monitored or recorded. Please listen to all options carefully. Our menu has recently changed. To dial a recorded extension, press or say 1. To dial by name, press or say 2. To hear field office hours and directions, press or say 3. By name, please enter the last name followed by the first name of the person you are trying to reach. For Q, press 7. For Z, press 9. For help, press star. To exit, press 0. Enter the letters of the name using the touch-tone keypad. For Q, press 7. For Z, press 9. For help, press star. To exit, press 0. To dial by name, please enter the last name followed by the first name of the person you are trying to reach. For Q, press 7. For Z, press 9. For help, press star. To exit, press 0. To dial by name, please enter the last name followed by the first name of the person you are trying to reach. For Q, press 7. For Z, press 9. For help, press star. To exit, press 0. Sorry you are having trouble. Sorry, we are unable to connect you without a name or extension. Please call our general inquiry number at 1-877-840-5743. Again, the number is 1-877-840-5743. Thank you. Goodbye. Social Security Office. For service in English, press 1. Para servicio en español, oprime 2. To ensure that you receive accurate and courteous service, your call may be monitored or recorded. Please listen to all options carefully. Our menu has recently changed. To hear field office hours and directions, press or say 4. To dial a recorded extension, press or say 5. To speak to the next available agent, press or say 0. To hear these options again, please hold. Security, how can I help you?
Hello, my name is Sean Schwartz, and I'd like to say that I have literally spent over an hour on the phone. Literally 30 minutes of that just waiting for somebody to answer. I get disability money, and I have to have my disability determination paperwork to take to court. I've needed that for the last 7 years, and I've been denied my rights as a disabled person because I don't have those papers in my hand. I am abused literally everywhere that I go. I don't have the money to keep jumping through hoops because I don't have that paperwork. And no matter how much money I have spent, I still have no advocacy because of it. I am still being abused.
Sorry about that.
I have to go get my disability determination paperwork. I don't have an address to send it to here. So I've been told I have to travel to Warrington. When I get to Warrington, will I be able to get my paperwork that day?
Medical file?
Yes, ma'am, as well as my disability determination paperwork.
Like a letter that says that you're disabled?
Yeah, and why? Like I'm.
Well, we could print to you on the day the award letter as to, what disability you have. But I'm not sure that you can get your medical file on that same day because you have to fill out paperwork for that. And then I'm not sure because it's all computerized. So I don't think we print it in our office for you. It might be, I don't know how they send that, honestly.
And see, ma'am, that's one of the problems with forcing victims into homelessness. I was forced into homelessness because other people hurt me. And in order to get the cops or any other agency to do their job, I have to get that disability determination thing. But I have a whole bunch of my medical paperwork. I've got the difference between when I go to my own medical professionals and when police officers who I'm trying to turn in send me to a hospital. Do you understand the difference there? I'm sorry for being emotional about this, but ma'am, I've been through 7 years of hell for crimes I didn't commit. Meanwhile, I can't even turn in the people who are harming me because all the police are going to do is infer that I'm schizophrenic because they don't want to do their job. They're not following any of the laws that they're supposed to. ADA Title II says Title II of the ADA prohibits all state and local governments from discriminating on basis of disability. And they're absolutely doing that every time they call me mentally ill when I try to turn in crimes committed against me. They're trying to infer that I must be schizophrenic or delusional. However, this is no excuse when there are actual recordings of these actions, actual recordings of the assaults. There's also actual recordings of the police abusing me and bullying me. Now, if I go there, I will be able to get the disability determination one right away, right?
The letter, yes, the letter, as you know, when we file for disability, we can send that letter to you that you got.
It was in all the way back in 2016, although the first time I applied for disability was right after I turned 18 because I was told by my family that if I didn't apply for disability that nobody was going to help me. I applied for disability and I got a job. And then I was denied disability because I had a job, and then my family treated me like shit because I was denied disability as if I chose to be denied disability. Like, I can't just jump through all these people's hoops. I don't get to make any decisions for myself. None. I'm bullied around in circles and told to make phone calls. That's been literally the last 7 years of my life, other than being raped, being beaten, and being assaulted, being locked up and incarcerated over and over again for trying to tell on people who hurt me. How okay is that?
It's not okay. I'm sorry you had to go through all that.
I'm still going through it. Is there any way to get someone to help me to get up there to get that paperwork because it is so important?
Where are you coming from?
I'm literally having to travel there on foot with severe disabilities. And the thing is, I can't even go to the doctors about physical disabilities. Meanwhile, I was going through all of that crap right before Natalie was killed, and I've been denied the right to go through that since Natalie was killed. I'm constantly running around like a chicken with my head cut off.
Who's Natalie?
She was my best friend. She got her brains blown out in Colorado. She's also the reason that I spent so much time and all of my money jumping through all of these hoops to get disability so that they would have to stop doing this stuff.
Yeah, so I mean, we don't really, like I said, the only thing that we'll have available is that print. I can email you or mail you out the form that we would need for you to get your medical file.
Yes, ma'am. The thing is that I've already filled all that out over and over again and never had a place to have it sent to. Like if I have you guys do the medical files, will I be able to go there and get it?
No, you would be able to only get the letter that you get allowed on.
I'd only be able to get it how?
The letter.
Right, but the other stuff, time out.
I think you have.
Okay, so the ones that my actual medical files, those ones,
Yeah.
would I be able to go in after I filled out all that paperwork? Would I be able to have it sent to you guys and then go in and pick it up?
Well, so everything's on the computer, so I don't know how they send it out to you if you request it on paper. Like, I don't think you can have it that day.
Right, I'm aware that I can't have it that day. You've already explained that 4 times. What I'm asking is if I fill out that paperwork and then I go to Warrenton, all right, if I fill out that paperwork beforehand and I am by some miracle able to get help doing that and getting it sent to you beforehand, would I be able to go there and pick it up then? Would I be able to have those things sent to you guys because I don't have an address to have it sent to? I'm being denied my rights because I don't have an address.
Can we hold it for you to pick it up? Is that what you're asking?
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, if that's what you put on the form, probably. You'd have to talk to my manager because I don't know how that works.
Is your manager there right now?
I don't know. Let me check. What's your social security number? Are you still there?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
505069. God damn. I'm gonna fucking block this retarded dude. I mean, seriously. I'm not fucking deaf.
I'm talking to someone.
I got somebody messaging me on Facebook or on YouTube.
Oh.
Yeah, they seem to be of the impression that I'm deaf, that I'm incapable of understanding the English language, like I'm mentally retarded. It's stupid. Ma'am, I was victimized out of my housing in Nebraska because of this. I've been victimized out of my disability money repeatedly over this. I've been physically assaulted, sexually assaulted, and repeatedly stolen from over not having that disability determination paperwork. It was impossible to even find your number to give you a call. I had to look it up 11 different times on my computer before I found a phone number that actually worked.
What's your so can I ask you some questions before I can transfer you maybe?
Go ahead.
What's your name?
Sean Schwartz,
And your date of birth?
October 18th, 1980.
Okay. And your mother's maiden name?
Bruins.
Okay. And your current mailing address? Oh, so you don't have one right now?
I don't.
Okay. So do you get general delivery?
No, ma'am, they only allow you that for 30 days.
Okay. That's what I thought. So just a moment. Casey said she'll talk to you.
See, this is the problem with procrastinating about abuse against at-risk adults, is that by the time they're victimized into homelessness, they have literally 30 days after that, they're permanently fucked. It screws us over for the rest of our lives.
Okay. Just a minute, okay? I'll transfer you.
Um,
Hi, can you hear me?
yeah, I had some questions I needed to ask the last lady, but I guess I need to ask you. Um, the
Well,
hell
she was
happened?
saying that you're looking into getting a copy of your medical records.
Yes, ma'am. I was asking if I was able to get someone by some miracle to help me with the paperwork to get my medical stuff. And I was able to get it by some miracle sent to you before anything, before I go up there to Warrington. Would I be able to have the medical records sent there and then pick them up there?
Well, we do have to have you make a request in writing that you want them, and generally there is a charge for us to do that because it's not related to a claim that you're actively doing right now.
Actually, it is. It's related to disability abuse. I'm being abused because I don't have that disability determination paperwork in my hand, and I've been abused over 7 years because of that. I have to have it in my hand to show lawyers and to show police officers when they try to affirm that I'm some sort of a schizophrenic nut job.
Well, that may be, but for our purposes, this has nothing to do with the Social Security claim. We do have to charge a fee to get the file because that takes time for us to make the copies.
Yes, ma'am, and somebody who's disabled and on a fixed income does not have the money to do that. I literally don't have enough money to make it halfway through the month here in Tillamook, Oregon. And that's if I don't spend money on any of these extraneous things that I'm expected to spend money on. And if I don't spend the money on those things, they pretend that I'm not trying to help myself. Ma'am, I can't even feed myself for the rest of the month. I don't have any money or food stamps left over. Everything that I have gets ripped off from me because I am forced into homelessness because nobody cared about the fact that I'm actually disabled.
Well, one thing I could suggest is maybe go talk to CARE and see if maybe that's something.
Everybody says go to CARE. I've gone to CARE. Why does everybody say to go to CARE? Like, here's the thing. CARE needs to call all of you guys up and tell you that they don't do that. I'm sick and tired of them telling me that they don't do any of this stuff. And when I say, hey, well, why don't you guys call these other agencies and say that you don't do that? Why don't you tell these other agencies you don't do that so they will stop sending us to you? CARE will not do that. CARE does not care.
Okay. Well, I was just trying to think of an idea, but to my knowledge, we do have to have a payment, and I know for sure we have to have a request in writing, so I can email that to you if you're interested.
Yes, ma'am. Now, how much money does it cost to buy that? How much money do I have?
If your file is electronic, let me check on the price on that.
See, it doesn't come down to doing the right thing or helping out the victim. It comes down to ripping us off for all of our money. And that's really what this is. With $800 a month to live on, there is no way that people can spend $15 on every single police body cam that they need to request when the police repeatedly harm them like what I'm having to deal with. The police refuse to acknowledge my disabilities. The courts refuse to acknowledge my disabilities for 7 years because I don't have that disability determination paperwork in my hand.
It looks like the cost is $43.
Holy shit. Like, you guys realize this?
Keep in mind that, this isn't something that is our normal process, so it does take our employees away from, taking new claims and answering calls from customers. So that's why it does cost their time to go through and get your medical records together. And
don't you guys get paid tax dollars to do that?
Well, that's not our main mission, isn't to give people copies of their medical records. So that's why we do have to charge a fee for that.
Well, also, I'm being abused because of not having those medical records and because police officers keep trying to make up things to put on my medical record. So, yeah, it's pretty important, especially when I'm being just.
It's actually $49. But what I'd like to do is send you a copy of the form, and then we can verify that it's electronic, and then we can send you a bill and that would be your choice if you want to apply for it.
No, it's not my choice. I'm too broke to do this. I am broke. I'm disabled. I have to live on an $800 check. None of you guys care about that. All you do is take advantage of me for having no money. I am spending all of my time trying to get that one piece of paperwork for 7 years. Meanwhile, everybody else that I got to go talk to, I have to wait on that paperwork. Meanwhile, I'm spending all of my money running around in circles and getting nothing out of it. Why don't you actually help disabled people instead of taking advantage of them?
Sir, I'm just trying to let you know I don't have a way of bypassing getting this form no matter what. So let me get it sent out to you. Is it okay if I text it to you?
You should probably send it to my email, even though I'm not going to have access to it. It doesn't matter if you text it to me because it's still not going to give me access.
Well, no matter what, I've got to get the form filled out, and if you want to submit it saying you don't have the ability to pay for it, we can look and see if there's any other avenues. I'm just not aware of any personally.
See, this right here is what prevents justice when you're disabled. I'm disabled. People are committing crimes against me because I'm disabled. And you guys, as well as all of these other agencies I'm sent to, are literally making it impossible to turn in the crimes committed against me. And meanwhile, I'm still getting all of my disability money ripped off every month. So, I mean, there is a, kind of that going on.
Well, can I still send this form to you because this is
Yeah.
the starting point? It's getting that filled
Yes,
out.
I already said yes.
Okay, what's your email address?
doggedroman@gmail.com.
I'm sorry, Dog in Rome?
Dogged Roman, DOGGEDROMAN. Dog as in the animal, GED as in general education diploma, Roman as in a person from the city of Rome.
Okay. GED. I'm sorry, repeat it one more time.
DOGGEDROMAN.
Okay. And they said at Gmail?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to send this out to you. Go ahead and fill it out. Get it back to us. And if you can't afford it, you can make a statement that you are unable to afford it. And we'll see if there's any other avenue that we can think of. But it's just not to my knowledge, but we can check into it for you if you turn that into us, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so I sent you the text, all right? So I'm going to go ahead and let you go. I've got a couple other customers that need to speak with me, all right?
I don't have any fucking money. Do these fucking pieces of shit understand the English goddamn language? They change the English language every time I speak with them. Every single time I find out that they have changed the English language in between this time and the last time I spoke with them. I'm going to block Suki, actually. Bye, Suki. She comes here for fucking entertainment and goddamn attention. Doesn't pay attention to what the fuck is going on. If you guys aren't here to help me, the least you can fucking do is go away. This Frank Azar asshole is getting blocked as well. I'm tired of his fucking bullshit. I don't need you to type pretty fucking words or generalizations like a dumb cunt. Get the fuck off my goddamn channel, you piece of shit. I already fucking told you, if you're not here to fucking help, then fucking leave. Yeah, I'm up to 9% fucking battery. 3 goddamn hours of my life wasted. Not that it fucking matters. None of you fucking give a shit. The fucking cops don't give a shit. My fucking family doesn't give a shit. I don't have any fucking friends.
Hello, thank you for calling Tillamook Family Counseling Center. Your call is very important to us. Please listen carefully as our message has changed. If you know your party's extension, you may enter it at any time. For a dial by name directory, please press 9. For the color code, please dial 499. Para escuchar este mensaje en español, oprime 1. If you are calling to report abuse of somebody receiving mental health services or developmental disability services, please dial extension 277 and leave a message in the confidential voicemail box for abuse investigator, Kylie Petrie. If you are disconnected, hello, you've reached the confidential voicemail for Kylie Petrie, adult abuse investigator and CDDP quality assurance for Tillamook Family Counseling. I'm either on the phone or away from my desk, so please leave your name, your phone number, and a detailed message, and I will get back to you within 1 business day. If you're calling to report abuse of someone in mental health or DD services, I will do my best to get back to you by the end of today. If this is a life-threatening emergency or you are calling to report a crime, please hang up and dial 911. Thank you and have a great day. Please leave a message at the tone. When finished, you may hang up or press pound for additional options.
911 does not allow people to turn in crimes. You have to call the non-emergency number for that. And then they won't let you do that at the non-emergency number either. You'd know that if you made these calls with me, but you don't because you're a piece of shit. You're a dumb fucking cunt who gets innocent people fucking hurt because you don't want to get in fucking trouble for not doing your fucking job, you fucking Jesus fucking Christ. You have no idea how hard I am trying not to be a piece of shit to you pieces of shit right now. It says Title II of the ADA prohibits all state and local governments from discriminating on the basis of disability. But moreover, its goal is to promote equal access and full participation. Well, you are denying me access to participation. And as far as equal access, no. That is not what you've been doing. Piece of shit. Those of you who want to be angry because I'm verbally abusive, go fuck yourselves. I tried being nice. What the fuck did being nice get me? Then we got somebody on here typing a bunch of stuff about the Social Security office. Hey, are you going to fucking help me to do that shit? Are you going to go in with me to get that shit at the local Social Security Administration? Are you going to assist me in filling this shit out online? Are you going to help me with any of the things I need help with? Or are you just going to assume that you typed something to a fucking retard? See, that's what you're doing. You're assuming I'm too retarded to look this shit up myself. I'm not too retarded to look this shit up myself. I've been looking up this retarded shit for 7 goddamn years. What I don't have is help turning it in. I don't have a safe place to sit down with adequate time to fill it out. Listen to how many pieces of paper in the last 3 hours. How many pieces of paper are these people already expecting me to fill out? And then electronic shit they want me to fill out. I am in a constant state of fucking panic because of abuse. If I was able to do this shit, it would have been fucking done already. I ask for help because I need help doing these things, not help finding them. I have to turn in the abuse that I've endured here at the library. I also have to turn in the fact that I've been lied to by the library staff repeatedly. They can't all be telling the truth if they're all telling me different stories. Jesus fucking Christ.
Hello, thank you for calling Tillamook Family Counseling Center. You've reached the voicemail for Mary Lindsay, crisis clinician at TSCC. I'm sorry I missed your call. You may leave a confidential message with your name and number, and I'll call back as soon as possible. If you need immediate assistance at TSCC, please call the front desk at 503-842-8201. If you're feeling unsafe or in a life-threatening situation, please hang up and call 911.
And get fucking bullied.
Have a good day.
And get fucking bullied.
Please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
All right, we got ADA Title II, Title III, Title IV, and Title V being violated here. Not that you pieces of shit are ever going to lift a goddamn finger about it. It doesn't matter how fucking nice I am to you fucking cunt rags. If I am nice to you, you will walk over me. And if I stand up to you, you will play fucking victim, you fucking goddamn coward. Go fuck yourselves. May you roast in hell. I hope Russia nukes the place. This is probably 8 or 9 times altogether that Suki Kim wanted to come on and try to be the center of attention. How about fuck off, Suki Kim? Right, she's fucking gone. I'm not going to fight for attention with you pieces of shit on my goddamn channel. I don't even want to have a fucking YouTube channel. The only reason I have a YouTube channel is in the hopes that one of you fucking pieces of shit will do the right fucking thing. But not a goddamn one of you ever has. Instead of telling me what to do, how about help me to fucking do it? 9% goddamn battery. That ain't gonna last me long, is it? Meanwhile, what did these fucking pieces of shit do all day? Fucking ignore me all fucking day. Hello, this is Sean Schwartz.
Hi.
You guys need to stop bullying me, and you also need to stop sending me to places like Tillamook Family Counseling Center. They're not going to listen. They're not going to do their jobs. They're not going to answer their phone. They're going to take advantage of me, the same as the police department and the sheriff's department.
Okay, we didn't send you to that's not the resources we provide. We have ceasefire medical if you'd like.
I think you'd be surprised at the suggestions that have been given. I'm aware that you have police, fire, and medical. I'm also aware that the police keep on committing felonies against me. As a result, they've created an unsafe situation to even turn in any crimes. Also, furthermore, with all of the abuse that I've had to endure and all of the disability money that I've had to spend to jump through all the hoops that I'm told for places that are supposed to help me, like Tillamook Family Counseling Center, well, lo and behold, I don't have the money to fix my vehicle, let alone pay all of the stuff to get it legal, let alone drive to some other location. I am a disabled person. It is illegal to bully me into moving somewhere else. Now, as far as Tillamook Family Counseling Center, they're not answering their phone. What's the point in calling a place that's not going to answer their phone?
Okay, Sean, I will have one of my officers give you a phone call, and then that way they can see what they can do for you, okay?
Your officers are all crooks, but I'll wait.
Okay, thank you.
See, I don't have any options other than having to go to literally my predators to ask my predators to stop, and that just results in them bullying me and playing victim. But whatever, right? Holy shit, that is a big glob of dead feet cells. I'm not here for your fucking bullshit. I'm here to try to get help stopping abuse. That doesn't mean tell me to do it. It means help me to do it. It doesn't mean do it yourself with no proof of it and then throw it in my face for the next 6 months that you did something that I'm supposed to just believe you did with no fucking proof. Well, the police say that you're a liar because, well, the police have claimed nobody's tried to turn anything else in. But that depends on the police officer, doesn't it? Lynn Lotherman has something different to say than the other officers that I have to turn it into, doesn't he? Not that any of you fucking matter. By the time one of you might promise to help or say that you're gonna, all this shit's gonna be buried under even more abuse, more threats, more harassment, more assault, and more of the fucking runaround. I don't want a fucking YouTube channel. I want to go home. And I don't fucking have one. I'd like to be able to spend my disability money on my fucking self and taking care of me instead of jumping through all these fucking hoops for actual predators. Meanwhile, the only safe time that I have where I can make these phone calls is a 3-hour window here in the library when I'm allowed to have my telephone and my computer all set up at the same time. So that I can have the evidence in front of me. When people ask questions, I can start searching for it. But these people just bully us. They make false inferences. That doesn't help anyone either. In the war in Ukraine, I support Ukraine. Between the US and Russia, I support Russia. Between China and between China and the United States, I support China. The reason for that is because all I've ever gotten out of living in America is forced labor, beatings, and theft. Your pretty words don't fix any of that. You guys look at the electronic stuff I got and you say, oh, you're lucky you have the money for that. No, I don't have the money for that. That's the shit that's required to do it in the way that they're asking, which is electronically. Meanwhile, I got a shit ton of recordings on this thing. Let's see if we can get the goddamn thing to work. I got a fucked up back. I have to live in a vehicle where I don't have room to lay down. People want to help me clear it out so I got room to lay down, but then there's also all the stuff in there that is life-saving gear and also excessive crap that other people bought. Stuff that does me absolutely no fucking good, but other people had this idea in their head and they just couldn't get it out of their head. Fuck this goddamn country. And fuck all of you. You also got to hear these pieces of shit reword the things that I said into something else entirely. Repeatedly. Holy hell, it's hard to trust a motherfucker who does that, isn't it? He's gonna reword everything I say into something else. Now let's talk about Andrew Wolnez, the pedophile. Make sure we bring it around to that one, huh? Is Andrew Wolnez a pedophile? I don't fucking know. I know he didn't touch me as a kid. If he is a pedophile, it must have been somebody else he touched. So why do I call him a pedophile?